VintageWeightsPGH. I'm Rob, and I'm standing here in a warehouse that serves as the international headquarters of Micro Gainz Incorporated. I'm just kidding. What's the official title?
Micro Gainz.
Just Micro Gainz.
Micro Gainz
yeah.
LLC. This is it. This is the international headquarters. It sounds, Rob made it sound really exciting. It's probably
Super
not that exciting. But yes, we can give you a little tour of where we work here for Micro Gainz.
Excellent. So the cool thing is, just as I drove by the Moose Lodge and I got to this like humongous warehouse, you walk by all these big machines and you get to Micro Gainz, and we've got some interesting machines here. So Mike, what do you do over at this station? What is this for?
So this whole table is basically dedicated to dumbbell plates and how we assemble them. And right here, this is what's called an orbital riveter. This thing will rivet, use these. We'll punch rivets once we put a spring inside a 2.5 pound dumbbell plate. And then you'll end up getting this. But this actually, all this jig kind of holds everything down, holds everything in place. This rivet head spins, pushes, does pressure to kind of flatten the rivet inside. And then when we pull it off, we actually end up loosening the rivet ever so slightly on this arbor press, which comes up. We'll pop this in here, give this just a light tap, which loosens the rivet just slightly so you can have that, that snap effect. So that's the 2.5s. This is a pneumatic riveter from Chicago Pneumatic. It squeezes rivets. We use the 1.25 pound dumbbell plates. This is how we assemble them. Same process, air goes in. This bar here, actually when you hit it, it actually will bring this riveter down, smash the rivet in, same process, take it over here, loosen it, and then you can see up here, we've got thousands and thousands of rivets, steel rivets, and thousands of springs that go into. This is how the dumbbell plate works, essentially. Gotcha. So we pull all that out, and that's what this entire station is pretty much dedicated to.
And then you've got all your boxes for shipping, and that's from Pennsylvania as well, St. Mary's.
That is, yep. So everything you see, as you know, we make everything in the USA. All of our boxes, products, things like that come from St. Mary's, which is about 40 minutes from here. And all this warehouse steel just has the Micro Gainz boxes, so you can have a dumbbell plate box, and that's all stacked up here, as well as all of our regular cardboard for shipping, and it's all kind of labeled what it is: 2.5 pound, 8 plate master, small master boxes, 8 by 8 by 5.5s, 5 pound masters, etc., etc. Gotcha. So on the bottom here, we have our weight plates. Right now, this is typically where our dumbbell plates sit, so it's close to the riveter. We're in the process of getting more right now, so everything else you see is just
they're flying off the shelves, Mike.
They are, literally. Like we literally don't have any.
www.microgainz.com. Head there and pick them up while you can.
That's right. On the bottom here, we have our fractional plates.
Nice.
And these are, typically, we'll have them organized by size. So it'll go, 1 pound, 0.75, et cetera, down the line.
And Walt here, is that what you're doing, Walt? You're putting together sets?
Yeah, Walt can actually show you what he's doing.
Yeah.
With an 8 plate set, he can give you a quick rundown of what he's doing.
So what I'm doing here is I'm setting out to make exact cases. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 cases. We have 8 that go into a case. 8 plate sets go into each case. And then this is just the easiest way to go about it. Set them into here with little cardboard spacers in between. Put a label on it for Amazon. Set a bag, Micro Gainz bag, at the end. And then ship it out to Amazon. You can buy it Prime, or you can buy it at microgainz.com.
Nice. And I think those are 2 nice little touches. The bag that comes with it, because not everyone has a home gym. They might be toting these to the commercial gym. And also, like Walt mentioned, the cardboard spacers, which you cut over in the corner here. But when I got my first set of Micro Gainz, I was impressed by that. They weren't clanging off each other. They weren't getting all scratched up, dented.
Yeah, that's super important, right? Super important for us is that you get the plates looking super nice whenever you get them. I remember I did bubble wrap in between layers, and then we went to the box, and then we used to put bags, and then we ended up going to get these with the cardboard squares like the fastest, so then now they don't bang together. And I do remember you mentioning that you thought our packaging was really nice, of the way that we present it. And the nice thing about the St. Mary's Box Company, we get these boxes die cut, and like it fits exactly that 8 plate set or 10 plate set inside that box. And it's a nice corrugated cardboard. It's thick. It survives shipping. And then heck, you can use it for something else afterwards, probably.
I actually kept mine. So
oh, okay. There you go. So it's a nice box.
In my shop, in my garage where I do my projects, I have my Micro Gainz boxes. I reuse them because, why not?
Yeah, sure.
So I think presentation is something in this industry, and it means something. And when I get a product, I like getting it in good condition if I pay good money for it. So That's awesome. And then over here, this is a pretty cool machine. So what do we have here?
This is a Laguna laser, a CO2 laser. What we do with this is we laser our 1-inch plates. We put the logo and the weight on. We'll laser etch made in the USA onto our dumbbell plates. We do that with this. We laser etch our 2.5s, 5s, and 10s on here to put the logo and the weight on. We also, at Christmas time, we do Christmas ornaments as well. We'll cut with the laser. What you see here, this is just a wooden, what we just call a jig. And for this one specifically, you would have your 2.5-pound dumbbell plates. Once they're finished, we pop them on this. And then there's a program already designed to come across, and it'll laser etch made in the USA on each plate, and it's the exact location every time. So this laser can do a lot of different stuff. We typically use it just for etching and a little bit for wood, but honestly, it's probably more, it can do a lot more than that. And this is like an example here. This is our 1/4-pound 1-inch green set that we laser etched here. So
what was the learning curve like when you got this machine in terms of figuring out the programs? You know, did you get some batches where it didn't quite hit where it should have?
I'll say in the beginning, the first couple days, very tough, wasn't it, Walt? Like, it was like, I don't even know if we should have bought this. It was really like that.
We got to the point that we said that we had to work with the laser and not against it, because we were trying to figure out how to go around the product to make it work, rather than just do what we need to do, take our time, figure it out.
Yeah, and it's pretty much self-taught. The software is pretty simple once you understand what you're doing. I have a friend that has a Laguna laser as well he does a lot of woodcraft, and he actually came down, helped us set it up a little bit. But yeah, we had some different problems, and we don't really have any problems now. I can do custom work and stuff now. I'm much more familiar with the program to actually design I'm working with a company right now actually making a custom jack stand.
Okay.
So we don't advertise it very much, like some custom work, because we could do Micro Gainz, and then we could do vintage weights on the back. You know, we could do something like that. Typically, our laser's been busy all the time, so I'm always afraid of like taking a custom work, and then, you know, the big part there is like, how much do you charge? How long does it take you to do it? What's the turnaround time? You know, communicating back and forth with you, saying, does this look good? Does this look bad? You know, sending proofs. So custom work is, while beneficial, comes with its own problems, and we just haven't really explored it. We've done it, but we just haven't really like heavily explored it yet.
Now, up behind there is the piping for your deadlift jack, and then I see you have some of them up here.
Yeah.
And these come from wood that's
cut in Pennsylvania.
Right here in Pennsylvania.
Yep. This is our jack stand deadlift jack. This is one piece of Pennsylvania hardwood. This is white oak. We also have like a cherry up here as well. You can sort of see the difference. And we use whatever kind of hardwood's available. We've used oak. We've used poplar. We've used this cherry, we've used red oak, ash, so those kind of woods, whatever's available. So every jack is unique, which is really cool. All these are hand cut, just like this, sanded, and then there's like a little bit of a coating on there that gives it the shine.
And then the branding that's on there, that's done in this machine.
That's done on the laser etcher, yep. So we have a jack stand logo that we do both sides.
Yep.
And then this is where I was saying we actually can do a custom one. We do a custom guitar jack stand, if you've ever seen that. Matt Pendergraph has one, and that's really cool. And it lasers, looks like a guitar, because this sort of looks like one of the, people have mentioned it before, it looks like a Stratocaster guitar. Some people say it looks like the state of Michigan as well, so I don't know. But yeah, so that's that. And then like you mentioned, the pipe up here, these are 20-foot lengths of pipe that we actually cut and thread ourselves to make pipe handles for the jack stand.
Gotcha, gotcha. And then you've got your loading dock here that pull your truck up to.
Send and receive, that was important.
And then what's this station over here?
Mostly this is just extra inventory that we have sitting around. These are our kilogram plates down here. These are our 10-pound plates that are packed up and put in here. And then we have our loadable dumbbell handles, which are right here. Just extra things that we're not selling right away. Right? These are steel.
Those are steel.
These are steel. Yep. We did make a prototype aluminum like this, and then we also used to sell a thick grip aluminum one that we just recently sold through. Yeah, but these are the Micro Gainz dumbbell handles. And so yeah, it's just more of like a holding station for things.
Gotcha.
So.
And then
This is our new, we haven't actually really got to use this yet. This is a milling machine.
Okay.
And what we're going to end up doing actually is, I've mentioned it before a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago, we're talking about maybe adding magnets to the back of our plates. So you can magnetize these to your rack or barbell or a dumbbell as a way to sort of expand on our dumbbell plate line, essentially. And that way you'll have all these different weights. You'll have half pounders, quarter pounders, 1 1/4 pounders, stuff like that. That's kind of what we're doing there. And then also potentially with something Rob and I are working with, we might be using that milling machine as well. So we're just getting started with that though.
So stay tuned, viewers
For that.
and listeners, for
Yeah.
a collaboration between VintageWeightsPGH and Micro Gainz.
That's right.
That's very cool. And I'm training in Thomas Inch dumbbell, and one of the training methods for Thomas Inch dumbbell is to put magnetized plates on the side, but it sure would be nice to get made in USA Micro Gainz magnetized plates. So that's very cool. And then you've got inventory sitting here.
Yeah, we can flip around. This whole desk is just used for packing up plates and stuff.
Yep.
And then this is just, this is case packed inventory that we have all the way down the line. You can kind of see what we have boxed up. This is all used to fill orders. So like we don't fill orders like on demand. We don't make an 8-plate set. We do everything in advance. So we can just walk up, and if I want an 8-plate 2-inch black set, this is what I got. If I want an 8-plate 1-inch set, this is what I got. If I want a 1-pound dumbbell plate, these are 1-pound 4-pack dumbbell plates. So they're all in lines, and then whenever we do send to like Amazon per se, it's already case packed, and that's why the cases are the way you see them, because when you send to Amazon, you can only send up to a 50-pound box. So if you send 51, you can get in, I would say basically get in trouble. They'll actually charge you back. They can warn you can't send things. So your pallets have to be 1,500 pounds or less, and your boxes have to be 50 pounds or less. So everything here is strategically packed up. Like the 1 1/4 dumbbell plates, there's 9 in a box because 9 is 47 pounds. We couldn't do 10. So 9 fit exactly in here, or 16 fit exactly in here, and that's why it's like that.
Gotcha. Well, Mike, thanks so much for having me here
Sure.
today. It's been a pleasure, and please, viewers, check out Micro Gainz. I'll drop all the information in the description. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, all that kind of happy stuff. This is Rob from Vintage Weights PGH. Old weights, new gains.